Hello, everybody, and we have an E3 talk that we want to bring up. We're kind of a little bent. E3
a little bent?
Okay, a lot. E3 had its press conference, and we were like, where's this game? You brought it up last year, taking Insomniac Games away from Sony being a pure developer on one console and making them a multi-platform. Where's our overstrike?
I want my overstrike right now. It looks so fun.
We saw this last year, and they had said that it was going to be a co-op, four-person, first-person shooter, spy-like game with their brand of sense of humor and tongue-in-cheek, and we love their tongue-in-cheek. Tongue-in-cheek, yes, and their games of Ratchet and Clank and whatnot. And we were looking forward to this because they also had some cool weapons and wacky weapons in their games, and this wasn't at E3.
Why? It should be at E3. They explained it last year, and if they didn't put it out, they should at least do it again.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when we first saw this, we were super excited. There's no release date. This was a new IP starting up, which is kind of almost unheard of now. It's like we always get sequels, and there's very little new IPs, and this is what E3 should be about, not the titles we know that are coming. It should be the new and upcoming stuff, not the, okay, here's the next Call of Duty, here's the next Battlefield, here's the next Modern Warfare, here's the next whatever.
Or Tomb Raider or whatever is next.
Well, Tomb Raider Tomb Raider can get away with it because it's restarting the franchise. You can get it.
No,
you can get away with
anything that has like a series of Call of Duty or Assassin's Creed or.
We know it's coming, so the Electronic Expo should be all about new games, new things, not the
same old.
Yeah, same old. We know what's coming. We want to see this game because honestly, there's guaranteed you're gonna have an assault rifle, a submachine gun,
crossbow that's electrified.
Yeah, electrified crossbow, and probably some other weapons. Ooh, that looked painful.
For the gun.
For the gun. But it was like they also said this was also not only going to be a four-person co-op first-person shooter. It was also going to be class-based. They said, so we know we have one guy that they're going to probably have the women. You got the one woman that can turn invisible, so that's probably your stealth class or roguish person.
Yahoo!
Yeah, the one over here, Killjoy wants to play as. That she'll say there.
Yeah, the invisible person or the guy with the shield.
Yeah,
those are my two favorites.
The guy with the shield, so he's probably going to be a tank to absorb the damage and pretty much drag the attention. Perfect for me. What button do I press? But no, it was like, and also since it has a spy spoof, they can easily have this all over the world, have colorful design, because you know what? I'm tired of the dark and dreary drab stuff. I want to see the color. I want to see action. And honestly, the sense of humor that they've had in all the Ratchet and Clank games, I don't care if you think they're kiddie, they are fun, they're funny, even though it's an action platformer game.
Even in this one.
Yeah, even in the trailer, you can see the comedy and the sense of humor and the tongue-in-cheek that we all like, and honestly, he is a people person. If I could be his type of people person, I'd have a very good day every day.
That would be a fun day for you every day.
Yes, that'd be a fun day. And honestly, you can see him. He seems that they're his gadget to create a shield and reflect damage back at the enemy. We know that with Ratchet and Clank, that usually what you see in their trailers is what you're usually going to get, and a little more. So honestly, we can guarantee we're going to that each you got 4 classes guaranteed, and honestly, you got someone. This guy could easily be one to incapacitate or disable people because it's.
For me, I wouldn't really care for that one. For me, I'm not really that.
Well, you like to.
I like this one right
You like her, where you can ambush people and take them out. So you got a person who can probably.
I like to F with people. It looks fun.
A little stealth mission and a little disarm. So honestly, there might be some disarming in this game because honestly, you're seeing her just rip him to pieces. And I know this is not how the game's going to look. It's probably going to be a stylized, cartoony. Even though these kind of look cartoony or caricatures, but I'd rather see this type of look, this caricature, because honestly, the pushing of realistic graphics is okay and such, but I want to have something that's stylized that can actually drag more feeling and emotions out of you than okay, we got a Call of Duty looking like, now we got something that's kind of a actiony, cartoony game. And honestly, we know that there's going to be probably some evil organization.
Which looks fun.
And honestly, as you already saw earlier, that the guy turns into a robot, so this is probably some like James Bond villain on steroids where your team has to deal with it. And honestly, that is a really cool look to it. And here's the Terminator.
But actually, the first time I saw it, I knew there was something wrong, and you're like, oh, so what? He's taking bullets. He got those.
I wasn't thinking that this was Insomniac when I saw EA's stamp on there, thinking, okay, Call of Duty-esque clone. But
I was gonna say he looks like a robot. As soon as he exploded, you're like, are you psychic?
Yes, yeah. I'm like, or wait, I was like, did you get to the press conference? Did you see this before me?
No.
But no, honestly, Insomniac is a very great a developer studio. They've made Ratchet and Clank, Resistance, so that you know they can do a first-person shooter very well. And honestly, I really want this thing. And honestly, it wasn't at E3. No matter where you looked, it was nowhere to be found. And this is a game that, you know what, should be placed, because this is what the E3 is for. New.
Besides, I think if they released it, I think they would get like a lot amount of money for this. Yeah, it looks really interesting. And
actually, yeah, you get a lot of sales, and since it's multi-platform, you're going to get a ton more sales on Sony's console because they were originally on Sony doing Ratchet and Clank and Resistance, and you already got a fan base for the company, so it's gonna do super well on PlayStation. And honestly, this is the perfect thing for people to see why we love Insomniac, because they are a great development studio, and honestly, they've proven themselves time over time. That's actually all I got to say right now. I'm
just curious. Is this going to be on Xbox or PlayStation? Or?
What they confirmed was PS3, Xbox, and I also believe PC. And actually, that's a very good thing that it's on all platforms. It'll sell. I can bet you, Killjoy, that it's going to sell better on PS3. Ooh, I didn't want to get caught on that one. It's going to sell better on PS3
than what?
Xbox or PC.
Wait, I don't think you said it was going to be on Xbox.
Yeah, it's going to be on Xbox. Yes, it's going to be all that. So that's all we can. This is all we know, and honestly, we were disappointed that we didn't see this at all. There was no station, no nothing. This is a game that should have been put out. I am glad I can bring this information to you.
And please leave us your comments or anything like that. We hope you enjoyed E3.
Please leave comments, criticisms,
anything.
Likes, favorites, subscribe to us. We need subscribers. The more you subscribe to us, we can give you more and more information. We try our best to give you the best information that we can. And honestly, we try to say we're more reliable than the big guys.
And please tell your friends and anything like that. Tell them about anything. Tell them to look us up and
give us show ideas, anything you want. And thank you and good night.